Hovland is the Florida Aquarium resident shark expert, among all other things. So welcome to you both. It's so great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, it's great to have you
well,
back.
let's talk about Sharkapalooza. Tell me a little bit about it and, the main focus of why you wanted to start this.
Yes, so Sharkapalooza is an art and conservation festival. So what that means is that it's going to have juried artists that have ocean or shark-specific artwork, and then nonprofits that are in the ocean art conservation world. The idea really is that art can inspire and educate and raise awareness, so why not for ocean conservation?
Yeah, and really that is the thing that you're wanting to bring together, that awareness and that conservation. Why is that so important?
Well, I feel like sharks in general, spinner sharks need better spin.
Yeah.
And every shark. The stories we hear about sharks are more and more positive experiences as people come to places like the Florida Aquarium and aquariums around the world. Literally getting in the water with sharks, seeing sharks portrayed in a more a natural way than in the movies. And I'm going to be there myself to kind of tell some Uncle Bug stories of sharks I've come to know and love over 30 years at the Florida Aquarium. Yeah. Hopefully I can make your day.
Wow.
Even just the story of how I acquired this
there.
too. Yeah, there's a story behind everything. How I met, who's this Rihanna woman who's going to come and dive at the aquarium? I mean, so many ways we've shared shark stories with our populace. It's what this is all about.
Yeah. Is that why you wanted to get involved with Sharkapalooza? Like, why did you want to be a part of it?
Well, when I first heard about the very first one, it was at 81 Bay Brewing, which was already a big brewery in South Tampa. A beer nerd myself, was like happily drawn there. They had a mural and an art piece of being like in the shark's point of view. This two-story shark that was looking out at the world with projection art, including whales and goldfish for some reason. So then when I heard there was Sharkapalooza coming to this brewery, it's like beer and sharks and art and positive vibes. Like, I'm so in. And now it's grown to what Jessica has made it, which is just something fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. And you're an artist yourself, and you make these sharks, and the whole point is to make them cute, to kind of like get rid of that stigma about sharks.
Correct.
Right?
So fuzzy sharks specifically is based on the scientific theory called biophilia. It's the theory that we're naturally drawn to things based on how they look. So if sharks were cute and fuzzy and adorable, well, we change the way we think about them. We can be told that the oceans are incredibly crucial and that we need to have them healthy, but to be emotionally shown or hit with it, that makes a difference.
Yeah. And they look so cuddly. And
They're very soft.
cute.
It's deceiving.
They're very soft. Very cute.
And these specifically, if you have a smartphone and you put it in its mouth, it will open up a website with shark facts.
Oh,
wow.
Yes.
Okay, that's really cool. And will we be able to get these at Sharkapalooza?
Yes,
Absolutely.
along with many, many other amazing pieces of artwork. Our artists for this lineup are absolutely tremendously talented and stunning pieces.
Yeah. This has really grown over the years, as he just mentioned.
Yes, it started with 10 artists, and the only educational piece we had was a coloring sheet. And now we're having nonprofits, 3 aquariums. O-Search is going to be on site, which they are an international, national known nonprofit that does actual field work for saving sharks and conserving them.
And you can follow those sharks on social media. I think that's a really positive change, is that people are shark fans. They're following these shark fans.
Yeah, wanting to see where they end up.
Yeah.
It's true.
I was going to ask you if you've noticed it getting better as far as, the shark's reputation.
That's a good way to put it. I will share that, if we think of anthems of sharks, there's one, da-dun,
Yes,
that
we
comes
all know
to
that
mind,
one.
but there's an even more brainworm song of Baby Shark.
Oh,
Kids are
nice.
now celebrating sharks instead of the ways we grew up with shark stories.
Yeah.
So I think that's right there a
helps.
sign of how social media and awareness of sharks being sharks and shark diversity from tiny little walking sharks like we have epaulets at the Florida Aquarium, to great whites that I've had the pleasure of seeing face to face right in the wild.
That's incredible. So it's this weekend?
This weekend
At Coachman Park?
Coachman Park, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it's completely free.
Wonderful.
So bring the family and an appetite. Food trucks, beer, wine for the adults, bounce house.
Amazing.
Whoa.
So fun.
Now you're
yes,
in.
now we're talking. Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Really appreciate it.
Of course, thank you.